Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we of course are going to address the second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for July 8th, 2020. Now, there's a lot of news that I want to cover in today's video. I also want to address the confusion in regards to the second stimulus check, which many people have confirmed that there are talks about it. Now, it has not been passed, but we want to talk about the confirmation that everybody has given us. Also, we are going to address the $1,000 free stimulus money that you could probably get that you just didn't know about. I want to address that. I also want to address SSI and SSDI and why some people have not got their stimulus check and what they could do about it. And lastly, we're going to go over the tax returns. Why haven't you received your federal tax return when you filed months ago? Where is your money? And the last thing I want to show you at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned, is how you can make money quickly right now from home. So that's everything we're going to cover in today's video. If you have any questions on any of it, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But let's begin. So first off, there has been a lot of confusion surrounding the second stimulus check. A lot of people have been saying that the second stimulus check has been confirmed, and it has been. Let me prove that to you. Okay? Donald Trump confirmed he wants larger stimulus checks. That's a confirmation. He confirmed that that is what he wants. Larry Kudlow confirmed stimulus checks might be given to those in the most dire need. Larry Kudlow, okay? If you may remember him, you may know who he is. I talked about him in yesterday's video. He confirmed that, yes, there are talks regarding the second stimulus check. It is confirmed that the White House does want, and President Trump does want, a second round of stimulus to the American people. So that's good news. And he stated that, and it's another confirmation, which I talked about in yesterday's video, which I will link to down in the description box below. So if you didn't get a chance to watch that, go and watch it right now. But he confirmed that yes, if there are a second round of stimulus checks sent to the American people, those direct payments, they would be sent to those in the most dire need. Also, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin stated that the White House is seriously considering a second round of stimulus, of direct payments to the American people. Okay? So, when Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin says something, he doesn't just say stuff off the top of his head just to put out some words into the media. He doesn't do that. So when he says the White House is seriously considering a second round of stimulus, you need to believe what he says. And lastly, which we heard from yesterday, in yesterday's video, Mitch McConnell said on Monday a second stimulus check could be part of the next stimulus package. That's good news. Mitch McConnell doesn't just come out and say stuff. He is very tight-lipped. So because of that, this is really good news. He also says, but it must go to those who need it the most. And he states, and I quote, those making less than $40,000 per year. Now, what has really been confirmed? The confirmation is there has been serious and a lot of talks surrounding a second stimulus check. And I believe this is due to the fact that the cases of COVID keep rising. They keep rising. Businesses are still shut down. People are working from home. Kids may not be able to go to school in the fall. All this stuff. The economy is kind of flatlined. And if you look at the stock market, it's slowly been dropping. So because of that, yes, there is a need for a second round of stimulus. So I think we're about 99% sure that a second round of stimulus, a second stimulus check will come. To who it goes to, that we don't know yet. However, here's where there was a lot of confusion in yesterday's video. I referenced how Mitch McConnell stated on Monday in an event, he stated that those in the most need are those that make less than $40,000 per year. And a lot of people asked, well, is that $40,000 as an individual or $40,000 as a couple filing jointly. Well, based off of what I have read, based on what other people think, is that Mitch McConnell in the last bill, in the CARES Act, when he referenced the $75,000, that was specifically towards an individual. So he referenced $40,000. So my guess is that is for an individual. So the way it would work is if you made less than $40,000 and you filed as an individual, you would get a second stimulus check. If you filed as a couple, married filing jointly, you would get $80,000. So if you two of you made less than $80,000, you would receive the full second stimulus check. As far as how it would kind of die down, or how it would dwindle down to nothing, that is has been unheard of yet. So we don't know that, but if it's just like the last one, if you made over $75,000 and less than $99,000, you'd get something. Anything over $99,000 as an individual, you would get nothing. All right? Now, the other thing that is unclear, which has not been confirmed, is would that mean all dependents get an additional stimulus check, like $1,200, $500, $2,000? Is that the way it would work? Or would it be any dependent under the age of 17, just like in the CARES Act? Again, this is something we don't know yet. We're still waiting on a confirmation. My guess is within the next week and a half, before the Senate gets back to work on July 20th, I believe Mitch McConnell will have something put out saying exactly what he wants. We already know what the Democrats want. Now we need to hear the side of the Republicans, and then we can determine who's going to win which battle. So that's something that we got to wait and see. But it's good news because multiple people, multiple high-level officials have come out and confirmed, yes, we do want a second stimulus check. A second stimulus check is needed, and there are serious talks about a second stimulus check. So we just got to wait and see. Now, over the past probably month and a half, I have been pushing to get everybody to go and apply for the EIDL loan/grant. If you don't know what this is the free $1,000 you can probably get for absolutely nothing. It's free. Free money. Why not go and apply for it and get it? Now, the EIDL loan/grant is pretty much just that. It's a loan/grant. You can get a free $1,000 by simply going and applying. Now, you're probably thinking, well, who can apply? I heard this is only for small businesses or agricultural workers or agricultural businesses. Well, I'm not one of those people. I mow my neighbor's lawn every once in a while. I, wash cars on the weekends. Maybe I take up a, shift down at the flea market to help out a family member or business. Well, if you are somewhat of a small business, for example, you mow lawns, you sold some items on eBay, you sell Mary Kay products or any type of product like that, okay? Maybe you sell, Scentsy or some other, network marketing product. If you run your own flea market, you have your own little booth at a flea market, or you restore and sell old furniture on Craigslist or Facebook or at your local, thrift store, you would be considered a small business owner, and you could get a free $1,000. Now, here's what you do. When you go to SBA.gov, that's the website, SBA.gov, you can go in there and apply for the EIDL grant. Now, I think it's on page 3 or 4. There will be a little box that says, I would like to be included, or I'd like to be considered for a loan advance. You have to click that button. If you do not click that button, then all they are going to do is offer you a loan. The loan has to be repaid. The loan advance does not. That's the grant. So as long as you had some type of side hustle, some type of small business prior to February 2020, you can apply for this free $1,000. Now, here's what I want you to do. Think about what you did last year. Okay, if you did this last year, let's say I did sell a couple items on eBay. Good. apply. Thinking about, oh, I mowed my neighbor's lawn. I got paid like $20 every month. Well, that is a small business. A small business, okay, based on what the IRS states, is any business that makes an income. Any side hustle, any job, outside of getting a W-2, if you made any type of money, any type of income on the side, that could potentially be a business. You should be counting that business towards your income tax. Now, whether you do or not, that's up to you. I'm not an attorney. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But what I'm saying is, this is what the IRS states. So, go and apply. Go to sba.gov and apply for the free $1,000 as an EIDL loan/grant. If you have questions, ask your questions down in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to help you out there. Now, could you do me a favor? Okay, a little favor. If you're enjoying this video, could you do me a favor and smash that like button? It just tells YouTube this is a good video and you should share it with others. Now also, if you have friends and family on Facebook that you know of that would benefit from this information, can you go ahead and share this video with them on Facebook as well? It will just help them out. Okay, let's talk about people on SSI, SSDI, veterans, railroad workers. Here's the problem. And it's a huge problem. The IRS estimates that roughly 1 million people will not get a stimulus check because they made too little and it was a simple oversight. So the IRS knows that there's going to be about 1 million people that do not receive a stimulus check, a first stimulus check. However, they can't do anything about it because they don't know where to send the check to. So if you are on SSI, SSDI, you're a veteran, okay, you got railroad worker, okay. Now here's the problem. If you made too little, you needed to file or submit a non-filer's application. And you needed to do that, I think, a couple months ago in order to get your stimulus check mailed to a bank account through direct deposit. If you didn't do that by the cutoff, then they were going to send you either the stimulus debit card or a physical stimulus check. Now, these checks could still be coming through the mail. They have stated that they are still sending checks. However, whether it gets to you in a timely manner or not, who knows? They're saying that it could be to the end of August before most people receive their stimulus check or stimulus debit card. So, here's what you need to know. This was a simple oversight and the IRS is looking into this, okay? But they say that if you want more information, you haven't received your stimulus check yet, you need to call the IRS directly and give them all your information, all your current information, current physical address, current mailing address if it's different. Also need to give them a bank account so that they know this is where they can send payments later on. If for some reason, okay, you do not give them your bank account information and there is a second stimulus check, guess what's going to happen? They're going to mail you a check. They will not send it through a direct deposit into your bank. They're going to mail you a check. So I recommend you give them physical address, mailing address, and give them all your banking information so that they can send you money as quickly as possible. Now, the IRS has also stated they're looking into dependents that were not paid because there was improperly marked information on your file. So if you did go through the non-filers portal and you filed that or submitted that non-filers application, what they didn't do, they did not really ask for dependents. So because of this, if you made too little and you were considered a non-filer, you went through the application, you did all that, and you still were not paid the correct amount, it was simply another oversight, is what the IRS is stating. So again, call the IRS, get this all figured out, let them know, well, I am, I do have some dependents, or 1 or 2 or 3 dependents under the age of 17, because they have to be under the age of 17 in order to get paid the $500 per dependent. If that's the case, give them all that information. They might ask for social security numbers, the name, why this person is a dependent for you, child, whoever, brother, sister, whatever, right? And give them all that information. That's the best really the best answer I got for you is this needs to be done because 1 million people that the IRS knows of that are on Social Security, okay, SSI, SSDI, veterans, railroad workers, okay. The problem is 1 million people without $1,200 in stimulus money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that you guys probably need. Now, what about federal tax returns? This is a question I got from several people in the last couple videos is, I've been waiting. I have been waiting patiently for my federal tax return money to come through. It's still not coming. What am I waiting on? Isn't the IRS back to work? The IRS is back to work. However, they have a huge amount of paperwork. They have a lot of stuff they're going through. They have a lot of federal tax returns that they have to go through. And what you need to understand is the date to file your federal tax return is in 1 week. It's in 1 week on July 15th. So that date is coming up. The problem is more and more people will be sending in their federal tax returns. So hopefully they get ahead of schedule because of right now, they are probably months, probably 2 months behind at least. So here's all you can do. The IRS is working through this issue. They're working on your federal tax returns right now. They're going to get to them as quickly as possible. They're going to do them as fast as they can while still being accurate though. That's the key. But there's really nothing that you can do right now. There's nothing that will speed up this process. All you can do is just to be patient and wait. Now I get it. If there's thousands of dollars coming back to you in your federal tax return and you're waiting on that $1,000 to pay your rent or your mortgage or your past due bills, I get it. You want the money now, but really there's nothing we can do. Now, as promised, I want to show you how you can make money quickly right now from home, doing things that you already know how to do. So just stick around for another couple minutes. I want to show you exactly how to do this. Now, what I'm going to show you in this next section, we're going to jump into my computer and I'm going to show you and walk you through the process is, I'm going to show you how to sell stuff on eBay. Now, here's what most people think of when it comes to eBay is, I need to sell electronics and clothing. That's not necessarily true. I'm going to show you 5 items you can sell right now that you may have lying around your house that may sell for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So if you're ready, let's jump into my computer and I'm going to show you right now how you can make money quickly from home. All right, so now that we got the stimulus check update out of the way, I want to show you how you can actually make some money. Now, it's actually very simple. It's really easy to do. Now, we are going to be using eBay, and here's the reason why. There are things that you have around your house that you can sell. Now, here's how you look to see how much they're actually selling for. Go to ebay.com, just like I am here. Click on Advanced. Over on the far right of the search button, you'll click on that. And you can do this from your phone as well. Here, you will click on Sold Listings. You'll also click on if the item's new or used. So let's say you have a bunch of used Nike running shoes. So you'll click on used and you'll type in Nike running shoe. Okay? Or you'll type in the exact number. Now, let's say you have, and all you do is really hit search. Okay? And this will give you when the item sold right here, gives you the exact date. This sold on July 7th at, was that 9:30? Or actually, 10:30. Okay, and it sold for $34.99 and with $7.99 shipping. Okay, same thing down here. Gives the time, how much it sold for, what the shipping was. Now, what a lot of people are worried about is what do they do for shipping? Because they're so confused. Well, I don't have boxes, I don't have this, I don't have that. Well, here's what you do. One of the easiest things you can do is you go to USPS or you can go to a physical location. Now, what you're going to do is you order shipping supplies. Now, most people think, oh, that I got to spend money on shipping supplies. No, you get these free shipping supplies from the United States Postal Service, and you can use these. You can use these boxes. The ones I like are the Priority Mail Flat Rate Padded Envelope. Okay, this one right here. For me, I'm in Washington State. For me to send something to Florida or even to Puerto Rico, okay, if I use this, it's going to cost me $7 $2.75. So it's a very inexpensive way to ship any item that you sell, including shoes. Now, let me show you some other items that you could sell and potentially make a lot of money right now. The first one, and this is one that I particularly like to sell, are vintage General Electric alarm clocks. Okay, these ones I love the best simply because they will fit into this priority mail flat rate envelope. It cost me under $8 to ship it. Okay, if I charge more than $8 for shipping, then I'm making money right there. Look at all these different alarm clocks you can find. Look at this one. You have one of these laying around your house? Well, that could be an easy $30 profit. Have one of these? That could be an easy $20 profit. Have one of these? That could be an easy $50 profit. One of these with the little flip numbers? That could be an easy $50 profit. Again, they don't have to be the newest items. Any item will sell. You just got to get out there, find them, and list them on eBay. Let me show you another item. These are Starbucks mugs. Now, older ones from 2000, let's say 13 to 14 and older sell for a little bit more. Also, the rare mugs do the best. For example, this one right here, the Year of the Sheep mint white mug. That one's going to do better than something like this or like this. Okay, if it's more of a rare mug, it's going to do better. So if you have anything from Starbucks, just check on eBay and see what's it selling for, how much can you make, what is shipping going to be, because to ship a mug from Washington State to someplace like Florida, it's going to cost me right about $8. So just keep that in mind. Now, the next item, VHS players. VHS players do really well because they are not being made anymore. So VHS players alone are going to sell for a decent amount of money. If you have a VHS player and you never use it, this might be the time to try to sell it. Okay, look at this one right here. And this one does not look like it comes with a remote. Sold for $45 plus $32 shipping. So this person is going to make about $60 profit after fees and shipping costs. Okay, because to ship something like this size, you're probably thinking, oh, that's going to be like $30. It's not. To ship something like this using FedEx is going to cost right about $10 to $15 depending on how far it's going. Okay, look at this one right here. This Akai right here sold for $107 plus $30 shipping. Okay, these things do sell and you can make some easy money. And let me show you another thing. If you have any Birkenstock shoes sitting in your closet, now would be the time to sell them. These things sell for ridiculous amount of money, being that they are usually fairly used. These things are run down. If they're in good condition, you're going to be able to make more money. But something like this right here, where the back, you can see somebody's been stepping on it. It's really faded, dirty. You can see their toe marks in there. This thing still sold for $28. So just keep that in mind. Birkenstock shoes do sell. And the next item, one that I really like, are any handheld games. This means any type of Nintendo. It could be a Game Boy, it could be a DS, it could be a PlayStation Portable. Any type of handheld game does fairly well. And the nice thing about these is you can ship these for under $8. And in some cases, for example, these little Game Boy Advances that are fairly light and under a pound, you can ship these in most cases for anywhere between $4 to $5. So something like this that sells for $46 plus $5 shipping, you're going to make about $40 profit off every single one of these items. Now, if you have any of these, now would be the time to sell them. I know a lot of people are trying to hold on to these because they're fun. If they go on a road trip, if they just want to do this or that, it's a little thing that you can enjoy. However, if you are trying to get some money as quickly as possible, this would be a great item to sell. And if you can include any accessories like the charger, any of these pens, games, that's where you're going to make a little bit more money. So if you have any questions on what to sell, then I highly recommend just send me a message over on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/homemade entrepreneur and send me a message there. All right, guys, there you go. there you have it. That is the second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for July 8th. If you have any questions on the next stimulus package, or you have questions on the stimulus check, either first or second, let me know. You can always ask your questions down in the comment section below. But if you have questions on how you can make money online, you can ask me down in the comment section below. So make sure you go and put your question down there, but also head over to my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/homemade entrepreneur and just ask me questions there, and I'll answer you as quickly as possible. Now, I do get a lot of emails, I do get a lot of messages, so make sure you comment below and send me a message over on Facebook so that I make sure I answer your question. But that's all I got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, like always, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.